Howdy guys, Imri here. We got Instructor Z. Today on Tactical Rifleman, we're going to be showing you a couple of very, very simple weapons retention techniques. This is good for pistol or rifle. Okay, just off the bat, we'll say this. We're using UTM guns today, okay, so they don't even fire real ammo, even if we wanted them to. We use SIRT pistols sometimes, so you can actually see your shots with a laser. If you're using a blue gun, which is great, what you can do is shave off the sights, maybe take off the trigger guard so nobody gets fingers busted. And you see we're wearing pretty hefty gloves because this is where you rip your hands open when you start being a little more aggressive. So we'll show you these things. They're very, very simple. The first one, we're going to start from what I call the weapons ready position with my hand tucked all the way back in. This is where I have really good control of my firearm. Plus, I can direct it with my body. I always know where it hits. At these ranges, even a little bit further away, I know I'm hitting, okay? This is something, if anybody has had their gun grabbed, which I have, it's really a horrible feeling. And if you think about it, if we're getting into some sort of close range engagement, what's he probably going to do? He's either going to run away or he's going to go for the thing that's threatening his life. So we got to be prepared for that. What we're going to do, we'll show you, it's super, super simple. We can start either at weapons ready position, gun gets grabbed, I'm going to post with my other arm, right? I can either rip into his hand, or I can take a body shot, or I can even go to the head. So it's just a push and pull. So I'll show it on the arm, push and pull. Okay, on the head is going to be very effective, especially if you get that nose, you just push it up and over. That guy's probably going to hit the deck. Okay, so it's a push and pull. With my weapon extended, he can grab it with both hands too. And it's a similar deal, except what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place my foot. It's a front kick. I'm going to place my foot wherever I get it. Whether it's on his thigh, preferably in his belly or chest. If you got a little bit of flexibility, you're going to push off with your foot and you're going to pull with your gun, okay? Oftentimes, that can cause a malfunction if I was pulling the trigger there, so what we're going to opt to do is just give it a tap rack before we shoot again. So push, pull, tap, rack, I can pull it again. This all works the same with the rifle too. All right, so the weapons ready position here with the rifle is pretty much the same thing. Okay, my rifle is going to be tucked up in my armpit. Just so you see, guys, we're either using UTMs. I got this barrel plug here so everybody knows that this is not a hot weapon because this is a real weapon. All right, so from the weapons ready position, same kind of deal. Gun gets grabbed. Okay, I can push off and pull. Okay, and then I can get into my firing position if I need to. And if I'm already here in my position, gun gets grabbed. Notice my stock's going to go a little bit over my shoulder. I'm going to kick, pull, and I can start shooting again. All right, so I'm going to talk through it as Z's going to take his gun out. I'll be grabbing his gun. Okay, he's going to be kicking me pretty hard or doing whatever it is that he needs. Okay, so right as I come up, I'll grab it. It's very hard to hold on. Now notice my job here as his training partner is to also notice where my hands went. This time my hand happened to go kind of in the trigger guard. That's something we have to be aware of so that we can control these things and maybe plan it better. That's one of the nice things about being in the weapons ready position. Your trigger guard's not covered, but you see it's pretty hard to get up in this little gap here. All right, so from the full extension, I'm gonna grab his gun. Very hard to hold on. I'm actually gripping pretty hard. We got gloves on, so I'm not terribly afraid of getting my hands ripped open. I'll grab it even harder this time. There's not a chance I'm holding on to that thing. So we're showing this. Look, guys, think about this. Most people we talk to say, oh, well, if my gun's on my hip or if my gun's in my hands, it's 100% safe. Have you ever trained weapons retention? In the holster, out of the holster. It's very important. Add that to your repertoire of training. It's super, super key. Again, it's very instinctive for somebody on the opposite end of that gun to want to grab that gun and push it away from them so they don't get plugged. So you make sure you incorporate this so that you can keep a hold of your gun and be safe.
Question for you, Emery.
Yep.
So you're saying, even if I'm the bad guy, I'm the robber, I'm coming up, I want everything you got.
Yeah.
And maybe I'm just trying to get a knife on you, but I see you reaching for that gun. Why wouldn't I just run off?
Ideally you would, but here's the thing. At this distance, right, and now we're talking as if maybe I'm the bad guy, right? At this distance, if you turn around and run away, I'm getting you, right?
Right.
There's no way to be running away that fast from zero range.
So even if I'm the bad guy and I came here on my behalf in order to rob you, and I wasn't trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
I just want what you have, which is most times what the case is. All right, but I see him, he don't know who I am, and he decides, hey, I might do something bad to him. Maybe it's a female, I'm a bigger guy, and she's like, well, maybe he's gonna take my stuff and then he's gonna take me, or whatever the case may be. For whatever reason in his mind, he thinks, I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. I don't know what's coming after this robbery. How do I know it's a robbery? How do I know what's in that person's head? So he goes for his gun as the good guy, and me as the bad guy, I'm human still. No matter if I'm bad, I'm tough, or whatever, I'm human. I see a gun coming at me, I'm gonna freak out. I don't wanna die, right? He's getting me loose from that gun because a gun in the fight is a gun for either one of us. Whoever can keep it or whoever can take it is gonna have the gun, that's it.
Yeah,
Would you
once
agree?
you've introduced that gun into the fight, it's a gunfight one way or another.
All right, as soon as I see him going for that, I'm scared to death. I'm gonna go grab that thing, especially if I don't think I can get away fast enough before he can shoot me.
Yeah. Now notice, guys, last little tip. This last time I kicked with my front leg. Totally cool, whatever works for you, right? Rear leg, you're gonna get a little more power to push off. Front leg, it's closer. You may get a little faster that way. Okay, either way, come back in, post out, you can shoot. You can shoot from the weapons ready, whatever you need to do. So guys, just to summarize what we just went through, right? We're just giving you some tips to keep this simple, because when you involve a gun, when you draw a gun, it's now a gunfight, right? Everybody's going for that gun. Everybody's concerned about that gun. So these are just some considerations for you to think about. Yeah, we can do some fancy stuff. We're not about fancy. We're trying to give you some simple solutions here. So thanks for watching. Remember, new video comes out every Friday. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of when the new videos come out. Thanks for watching.
If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter so you don't miss out on anything.